Most people don't stay poor because of bad luck. They stay poor because of habits they repeat every single day, without even realizing it. If you fix these habits, your financial life will change. If you ignore them, nothing changes. Before we begin, subscribe to Unshaken Mind for more powerful Stoic wisdom on discipline, money, and self-mastery. Let's begin. Habit 1. Living without awareness of your money. You cannot control what you refuse to see. Most people don't know how much they spend, how much they waste, or where their money actually goes. They live on autopilot, spending impulsively, reacting emotionally, and hoping things somehow improve. Stoic philosophy teaches awareness above everything. If you are not aware, you are not in control. Money leaks happen quietly. Daily snacks, subscriptions, unnecessary upgrades, impulse buying. Small decisions repeated over time become your financial reality. The moment you become aware, everything changes. Track your money. Observe your behavior, not with judgment, but with discipline. Because what you measure, you improve. Habit 2. Chasing pleasure instead of discipline. Comfort is expensive. Every time you choose short-term pleasure over long-term growth, you are paying with your future. Ordering food instead of cooking, scrolling instead of learning, spending instead of investing. The Stoics understood this deeply. A man who cannot control his desires will never control his life. Discipline feels hard in the moment, but regret is far more expensive. Wealth is built quietly through sacrifice. Not dramatic sacrifice, but consistent, daily restraint. Learn to say no to yourself. That is where your power begins. Habit 3. Depending on motivation instead of systems. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel strong, other days you don't. If your financial habits depend on how you feel, you will fail. Stoicism teaches consistency over emotion. Instead of waiting to feel like saving or feel like working, build systems that force discipline. Automate your savings. Set rules for your spending. Create structure in your life. Systems remove excuses. You don't need motivation when your habits are stronger than your feelings. Habit 4. Fear of discomfort and risk. Most people stay poor because they avoid discomfort. They avoid learning new skills. They avoid taking risks. They avoid stepping into uncertainty. But growth lives in discomfort. The Stoics practiced voluntary hardship. They trained themselves to endure difficulty so that fear would not control them. If you fear losing money, you will never make money. If you fear failure, you will never grow. Wealth requires calculated risk, courage, and action. Comfort keeps you safe, but it also keeps you stuck. Habit 5. Blaming external circumstances. Blame is the easiest escape. Blame the economy. Blame your background. Blame your situation. But blame removes responsibility. And without responsibility, there is no change. Stoicism teaches one core principle. Focus only on what you can control. You may not control where you start, but you control your effort, your discipline, your learning, and your decisions. The moment you take full responsibility, you gain power. Because now, your future is in your hands. Habit 6. Surrounding yourself with the wrong people. Your environment shapes your behavior. If you are surrounded by people who spend carelessly, complain constantly, and avoid growth, you will become like them. Stoics were careful about influence. They chose their circle wisely because they understood this truth. You become what you are exposed to daily. If your environment does not challenge you, it weakens you. Seek people who are disciplined, people who think long-term, people who value growth over comfort. Your circle can either elevate your life or quietly destroy it. Choose wisely. Habit 7. Ignoring long-term thinking. Poor habits focus on now. Wealth habits focus on later. Spending gives instant satisfaction. Saving and investing require patience. Most people lose because they cannot delay gratification. But the Stoics trained themselves to think beyond the present moment. Ask yourself this: will this decision help me tomorrow, next year, 5 years from now? Every financial decision is either building your future or weakening it. Wealth is not built overnight. It is built through consistent, long-term thinking. Patience is your advantage. Habit 8. Lack of self-discipline. Everything comes back to discipline. Without discipline, knowledge is useless. Without discipline, goals are meaningless. Discipline is waking up when you don't feel like it, saving when you want to spend, working when others relax. It is not glamorous, but it is powerful. The Stoics believed self-mastery is the highest form of strength. If you cannot control yourself, nothing else matters. But when you master yourself, everything changes. Your finances, your mindset, your future. Most people are waiting for a breakthrough. But breakthroughs don't come from luck. They come from changing what you do every day. Remove these habits, and your life will not remain the same. If this message opened your eyes, subscribe to Unshaken Mind for more powerful Stoic lessons on discipline, money, and becoming unstoppable. Your transformation starts now.